Do we have full control over how we behave? If you're anything like me, you don't really. Like you have decent control. For me, I would say like 70% of the time I'm doing what I want to be doing, but sometimes you can kind of drift into like states of awareness where you're preoccupied with something or you need like you're living with a certain perspective that needs to be shifted. Like you're doing kind of the wrong thing with your time, or you suddenly look around and you're like, wait, I don't really want to even be doing this. Well, the reason for this is actually pretty simple. It's just behavior. Like everything is behavior. You just are finding other things reinforcing compared to maybe the thing you want to be doing, the thing you set out to do. So I'll give you an example which happened to me in my life recently and kind of continues to happen. So I have like different avenues where I could be spending my time, right? I could be making videos, I could be thinking of videos, I could be reading and researching, I could be talking to a mentor, I could be like moderating my server and like which involves like interactions with people and small decisions. And then you've also got this like layer to your cognition as well where like you need to be amused to some degree to keep going as a human, and like oftentimes for me like that's music. I've said I haven't listened to music in the past, but my takes mostly have half-lives of like 6 months or something because I'm learning so much, so it doesn't really that doesn't really mean much. I've had an absolute resurgence of music because it's great for creative inspiration and it's like super palatable. That's the key here. Like if you think about it, why do you really like to listen to music over doing something else? It's like it's fun and exciting. It's reinforcing for you. Behavior rewarded, behavior repeated. And so if you have music in the mix, if you have something really fun, like for me, engaging with all these people is really fun. Like, oh, another life story, another interesting piece of information, another like. I really like what EJ Fox said about creativity. You can't really just always be outputting, and you can't really always be inputting. Like, you need a kind of balance. Because if you're always inputting, it's like, what are you doing with all that information? You're just kind of holding it. And if you're always outputting, it's like, okay, you're going to get some stuff done, but eventually you're going to kind of burn out or run out of inspiration because you're not really like looking at things and consuming information. So you have to kind of balance this cycle, I think. So that's one kind of avenue of distraction. And another one for me at my age is ego, absolutely, and the need for validation from others. That one always creeps up on me. It's just such an innate need that like I can understand intellectually has downsides for me, but it's so like reinforced I can't always catch it. Like I constantly feel the need to kind of tell other people what I'm doing or what I've achieved, or like so this is going to get into the main point of the video, which is legacy as a motivator, because I've been thinking like how do I kind of break this reinforcement chain for myself of it being reinforcing to essentially like just communicate to people that I'm competent, and just kind of let the actual achievement do the talking, which is weird. It's again it's like such a deep rooted thing. Like knowing about it doesn't seem to fix it, which is the case with a lot of our behaviors actually. 70% control to like 90% control, but there's still like little tendencies that I need to steer and kind of manage. So legacy as a motivator is really interesting because it explains a lot of kind of innocuous things. Like let's go look at the environment together. I'm going to equip my favorite vehicle, which is this beat up retro gravel bike. The reason this vehicle is ideal is it's extremely adapted to its environment. So I live in like a small northern town, and there's like so many traffic lights because our municipal person is like a 10x engineer and they're just like trying to screw over anyone who drives in our city, which is awesome because it encourages kids to bike. Like they'd be like bike path. Anyway, this thing is so maneuverable. You're dead ass beating cars places. And then you can get some special tricks if you do like a sport like cyclocross where you can quick mount and you can carry your bike upstairs very quickly. You can get around like crazy urban areas on a bike. Anyway, enough bike autism. Let's get to our first monument. So this thing is the filing cabinet tower. It's the world's tallest filing cabinet. And this was, I think it was our municipal 10x engineers again, like fending off the encroaching techno capital, because there's this like huge project to put a massive road in my city, and like our population is gonna explode, which is really sad because, bro, it's like the last like frontier style. Well, I don't know. There's Canada as well, but it's like Man, we were so quaint before. We just had like four businesses, you know, and now like they're making it into like just a, oh no, it's getting all gentrified. The reason for the really tall filing cabinet is they added one filing cabinet to it per year of paperwork. They were trying to push off this major road project. So someone in bureaucracy absolutely screwed this company over. While we're here, let's look at the stickers on this. Like, isn't this interesting? Why would a person put a sticker on something? Why would they do that behavior? Well, it could be for them to kind of put their brand out there, but not always, right? Like sometimes you have a sticker for a brand and you like kind of like that brand, but you're like, I'm just gonna put this sticker there. But it's kind of like the brand leaving this like weird legacy on the world. Like that'll be there for 20, 30, 40, I don't know if it's a permanent sticker, you know, or there's like graffiti is much more permanent. Like that'll be there. That'll be a feature of the landscape. And it's really interesting to look at all these stories and like, why are these people doing the things they're doing? It really seems like a lot of this is for some sense of like legacy and to be remembered. Because if you think about it evolutionarily, it's hugely beneficial. It's like you have kind of lived on in the human unconscious. You are like an ancestor echoing through time. The ancient Greeks believed this. Over to this view of our local lake, Lake Champlain, named after Samuel D. Champlain. Deadass, bro, you couldn't make this shit up.
Il fuyait les religions et leur folie, à des parois étrangement amis. Il partit à la conquête de sa vie, insufflant à l'Amérique son esprit. Insufflant à l'Amérique son esprit.
And Vermont has had some elite exports. Like, we got Ben, we got Jerry, we got Bernie Sanders, we got maple syrup. That's not a person. I don't know. I love the people and I love this state. Burlington also has kind of a vibrant creative scene as well, which I appreciate. Shout out Johnny Wanzer.
I fucking grew up here. My dad fucking grew up here. My kid's gonna fucking grow up here too. You can't remove me, you know? Yeah. Fuck you all. Fuck the courts. Fuck Miro. Fuck you, Crystal. Yeah. Sup, dude? Good you? Need 2 packs of Mountain Dew. Winston's all blue. Yeah. My dad needs his damn shoe. Old North End, how about you, dude? Old North End, how about you?
Bro, he's just so real. He just like says it how it is. Like a lot of people in Burlington, bless their hearts, they're nice, but sometimes they're kind of larpers. And it's also important to note like what I did in the last sentence. For me, as someone who has like eyes on me, it's so easy for me to kind of talk about someone and like point out their legacy, but it's also easy for you to do it as well. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to really honor someone's legacy in front of a ton of people. Like sometimes just hearing from one person, you're doing a good job as a human. Like a lot of people just really need to hear that. When you see something you appreciate, give it appreciation. And then we can see this graffiti as well around my state has left a permanent mark on the landscape. And some of this is nice. It's about love. And like there are all these messages. They could be kind of encoded. They could mean something to some group of people. And yeah, I could maybe look into it. I could figure that. Someone should make like a graffiti explainer app. That would be cool. Although maybe that's invasive of their private messaging. I don't know. Back to that point at the start of the video, like it makes me enjoy soliciting praise from people more than I enjoy learning. Or at least not more enjoy like at a deeper level, you know, like I love learning, but like the contingencies of reinforcement are not there for that path of behavior for me. So I have to like steer and rearrange them. And so we can see like it towards the legacy question, right? Like what do I want to become? I'm kind of garnering like this strange cult. And there are different kinds of people that do this. Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, like all these different kind of characters, a few others, but I don't really want to say their names and give them free publicity, but I'll give the publicity to the ones I like. Healthy Gamer, 3 Blue 1 Brown, 34-year-old Vim Boomer. Some of those people do amazing work in the world. And then there's this other kind of archetype, and I'm not gonna name anyone, but you can probably figure it out. When it becomes more enjoyable for you to be kind of beloved by your audience or like have people compliment you, you can just end up kind of sacrificing the quality of your material because you're just like soliciting you're kind of weaponizing your position as like an admired character. And the way I do it is like really, really basically harmless. It's just only like embarrassing to me, which is like just kind of talking about things like that I'm not entirely competent at yet. I don't feel like I have enough behavioral knowledge yet to really like become a leader character. You have to really study. You have to really train. Like you can't just like kind of get to a certain level of popularity and then wing it, because then you're going to start saying dumb stuff and you're going to ruin your reputation. And you're going to ruin your legacy. Like, how do you want to be remembered, you know? I see so many people just want to make a ton of money. And, like, bro, honestly, these big, huge hotels and shit in my town, my quaint little, bro, these people just, like, ruined the entire housing market. They're, like, draining all these college kids' money super aggressively just so they can, like, have more control and more power. Like, bro, it's just not that cool. Money to me is not as motivating as legacy. You know, it would be cool for a second. Like, dude, obviously, bro, I imagine having just like a crazy souped out car with like Vim God or something on the plates, you know? Of course I do. But like, it would be cool, but for me, that doesn't seem like a very appealing hobby. I don't know why. It's like, yeah, I'm not a car guy. Maybe a bike. I would get a crazy bike, but like take care of all the creature comforts. I'd be like, all right, well, like I'm not really gonna just sit. But like beyond that, like what are you doing? You're just like like holding it all so people suffer. It's like that's your legacy. That's how you're gonna go down in history. And remember, like history and the motivator of like the legacy question is like you can transcend death. And I know some people like who want to transcend death in the other way, in the kind of creepy way. And I know like wouldn't you get kind of stale and old after a while? Like there's this kind of curve to life where you're like young kid, don't really know anything, competent, you can do a bunch of cool stuff. Then like you get kind of older and you're like, and the legacy kind of lives in other people. It's like a part of you, a part of your behavior echoes on through the Anthropocene forever. Like just look at Plato. Bro still is alive. Bro is still around. But it's like you can pass on your story. And if you're in a position where you get to pass on a story, you have to pass on an awesome story. You have to make it like, and it's honestly, you have to think of it on a time scale as well. Like leading people and helping people, like you will have an interaction with someone and you won't really see the results of that for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, sometimes months. And so if you're an aspiring leader, you should understand that legacy is a huge motivator, and motivating people is very important. That's what leaders do. We motivate. I don't honestly like tell you every little detail, you know, like you are your own people. That's leadership is like people around you like are going to do what they're going to do. They have all their own crazy creative ideas and desires. And that's awesome. That's the way the world should be. People should not be coerced into doing things. But if you're a leader, it's really important to just like make people happy and inspired and ready to go. Like, so one of the biggest motivators, the biggest rewards you can give as a leader is acknowledgement of your legacy and honoring of your legacy. Like I can show each of these things that I appreciate, and I can do it in a way that's like careful. Like you gotta vet the person. Like that's a big reward, you know? When you give out kind of praise to someone, you have to make sure like that's a person you are comfortable standing by that and being like, yeah, I really, that person is doing good work. I respect that. Anyway, next week is a behavior learning week, bro. I'm going deep in the textbooks. Got to get more technical. There's never enough time to learn it all. Always got to be learning. Remember, knowledge is power.